So we do have an update in the case of Kyle Rittenhouse, who is on trial for killing 2 people and injuring a third during unrest last summer in Kenosha, Wisconsin. So the judge overseeing the trial said he would rule later on a request for a mistrial from defense attorneys. This comes after the 18-year-old took the stand yesterday and broke down sobbing. A lot of folks had some very strong reactions, including the sole survivor who was shot by Rittenhouse in the arm. Here's what he told GMA earlier today.
I think anytime you see your would-be murderer on the stand, it's emotional. To me, it seemed like a child who had just gotten caught doing something that he wasn't supposed to. More upset that he was caught and less upset about what he had done and what he had taken and the numerous lives that he affected.
LeBron James also weighed in, tweeting, "What tears? I didn't see one. Man, knock it off. That boy ate some lemon heads before walking into court." Now, a lot of people are making jokes of it because sometimes when you have such a serious situation, you need some levity, especially if you think you're calling it for what it is. Do you agree with LeBron James?
Well, I think we all watched that video just like we watched the video of him actually committing the act. And, you know, you can choose to see what your eyes or believe what your eyes are seeing, or you can cultivate a story that contextualizes it better for whatever your needs or agenda might be. You know, we saw this yesterday. It was very fresh. I said I can't make sense out of nonsense. I stand behind that statement. And I appreciate the actual victim speaking out, because I think a lot of times when we see these stories, we forget about the victims and how their families and friends must feel. So I think that part is very important to this entire story.
Yeah, it becomes a spectacle, and it's almost that's what it's becoming already. We're only a couple of days in, right? We lose the meaning of what is at stake in a lot of these stories. And it just, is he guilty? Is he innocent? Even if there's a video, it's up to these lawyers that find some sort of loophole in the back door, and then the person walks or they get locked up. It's like, right. I don't know if we should be airing all this, and not this in particular. I'm saying in general, to start making it a spectacle that it is. That's just.
I mean, Jeff, you hit it on the head. We're in the era where video doesn't even matter, and it's because none of it matters. Erica, Sam, Jeff. I think that the fact that we're even talking about this shows you we're already so partisan that as soon as you sit down, before the video even plays, you already have a narrative in your head of what is happening. What is he? Is he a murderer or a vigilante? Is he a lost teenager, or is he the face of the alt-right? So it's like, how are we looking at this video? Is besides the point. This could air in 10 years, and you're going to feel the same way. So there's a sadness that there are no facts anymore. It's just how you feel, and you're just already. That's what it is, and you cannot have your mind changed. I think that's a scary place for a lot of us to be.
And a lot of people say everybody deserves their day in court. Everybody is innocent and presumed guilty. What frustrated me was you mentioned victims. They're not even allowed to use those words in court,
right,
per the judge. That, to me, is such a slap in the face on our democracy and what justice really is. If everybody's supposed to have their fair day in court, then how come the victims don't have their fair day in court? We're not even allowed to call them victims in the court of law. If I was that mother mourning my son who's buried and knowing that in the court of law, televised in front of the entire nation, they're not labeled as a victim after their life was taken from them, I would not believe in our justice system.